What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It's a beautiful fall day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, the beer I have today is called Merrill and Mike Philly Special Hazy Double IPA, and this was sent out to me by my man Wayne Allen in Pennsylvania, so big shout out, Wayne. Greatly appreciate the beer. Now, if you watch the show regularly, you know that while I live in Ohio now, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm a big fan of Philadelphia sports teams and really appreciate anything in the beer world that ties into the Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, even the Philadelphia Union, right? Whatever it is, if it's a Philly sports beer, I'd love to get them. Now, because I live in Ohio, I rarely get to see these, so I do rely on people like Wayne Allen and Pete that are in Southeast PA, Philly area, to send me out stuff like this. And whenever I get it, it's kind of holds a special place in my heart because I love the Philly beers. So this one here is, like I said, Merrill and Mike Philly Special, and this is named after Merrill Reese and Mike Quick, who do a lot of the play-by-play, the radio for the Philadelphia Eagles games. So kind of a special beer, thus the microphones you kind of see on the front of it. Now, on the back here it says Merrill and Mike is a hazy double IPA packed with hops for a tropical, intensely flavorful beer made for an intense Eagles fan base. And it also says this beer benefits First Tee Greater Philadelphia. So I looked up that organization because I was not familiar with it, and it's First, F-I-R-S-T, T-T-E-E. And this is essentially a group that looks to help young people, who might be, I guess, in bad situations. Philadelphia's not a great place. Believe me, I grew up there. So there are lots of folks that might be in need of some help. And I think it was supposed to teach like leadership and all these different things through the game of golf. Now, anything that works to help the kids of Philadelphia, obviously there's a lot of violent crime in Philly. So anything that works to try to keep them on the straight and narrow, I 100% support. So thrilled to be able to try this beer. Now, this is from Conshohocken Brewing Company, and they're out of Conshohocken, Pennsylvania, which is basically just a suburb of Philly. I've done a few of their beers before. I think I had the Freddy Krueger one here that was from Conshohocken Brewing. I've had a couple over the years, and they've all been pretty solid, so I have high hopes for this. Anything that ties in the Phillies and the Eagles and the Philly Special are Super Bowl play. I'm pretty hyped. So this is 8.8% ABV. Couldn't find the IBUs anywhere. Ratings-wise, 3.77 on Untappd, though there's only about 600 check-ins. Beer Advocate, a 4.03, and that had a minuscule number of check-ins. So thrilled to be able to give this one a shot. Let's see what it's like. I can see that's kind of hazy from the color. The minute it pours out, you can see that. Now, let's see. Is there a date on this anywhere? I've been sitting on this for a little bit. Wayne sent it to me. 10/4/22. So we're now November of 10/4. Yeah. 10/4/22. So that's not that long ago. And now it's only November. So this is relatively new. And I think I had it a couple weeks. He sent it to me. I've been sitting on it. Like I said, I've just been busy as heck with work. But now that it's Thanksgiving and finals week will be coming up, I'll have some more free time. I can get back at it. Now, this thing is cloudy and hazy. I can't see through this whatsoever. As far as the color, I'll break out my Brew HQ SRM chart. It's maybe like a 6 or 7. It's like a goldish color. But because of the haziness, I think it looks a little darker than what it normally would. As to the head, it's just clear white, nice and pillowy. It's not really breaking up. It looks pretty decent. It's hanging about. Probably got a finger and a half. Had a bit of it dissipate while I was yapping. Let's give it a smell. Now, I talked about this before. When I deal with hops, I know there's a billion different hop varieties, and there's some folks that can pick out every single one and immediately know what they are. I'm what we call hop averse. I tend to like maltier beers, darker beers. I don't mind a hoppy beer here and there, but I think a lot of times people go over the top trying to cram hops into it and kind of, ruins the beer. But normally what I say is, in my mind, hops kind of fall into the more piney variety or more the tropical fruit variety. This is more the fruity variety. This has definitely got tropical fruit notes. Maybe like guava or something. One of those fruits that's kind of like on the sweet end, juicy, and all those types of descriptors. That's what it smells like to me. Like sweet fruit. It smells good though. It's not bad. Let's give it a shot, see what it tastes like. Body, medium. It's not too. It's kind of right down the middle. It's not too light, or it's not anything. It's kind of down the middle, medium body. Taste. First thing I pick up is like a big old dank taste. I don't know any other way to describe it but dank. After that, you kind of pick up these more like fruity, floral kind of tastes. So I think you probably pick up like those sweeter fruits like guava, like I said once again. Maybe a little bit of grapefruit because there's a bit of bitterness in there as well. But I think it kind of works. Now, is this something that I would drink a ton of? Probably not. I mean, again, this is 8.8% ABV and definitely has a strong kind of hoppy presence. So if you're not a huge hop hound, probably not one that you drink a bunch of. But if this is just a one-off and I'm reviewing this on what it tastes like and do I enjoy it, the answer is yeah. Would I drink another one? Yes. I probably wouldn't drink a six-pack of these because it's, like I said, a bit hoppy for me and the ABV's a little on the higher end. But as far as the taste goes, this thing delivers. It's definitely sweeter fruit. Again, maybe like that guava thing. I also pick up maybe like some grapefruit, see a little bit of bitterness. I don't really think it's like pineapple. When they kind of have that pineapple-y taste, I dig it because I'm a big fan of pineapple. But you definitely get those tropical fruits in there. I don't know that I can discern a lot of other flavors, but there is like a nice sweetness come through. But you do have a decent balance with that kind of like grapefruit-like bitterness that goes against it. So for me, this works. Now, maybe I'm lured in because of the cool Philly special Super Bowl reference. Maybe I'm lured in because it's Merrill and Mike. When I grew up, Mike Quick was the man, and Merrill Reese has been the voice of the Eagles for quite a while now. So definitely enjoy this. Definitely enjoy that they support a local charity with First Tee of Greater Philadelphia. And I'll throw a link down to that in the description if you're interested in donating to them. Probably couldn't hurt to help out some kids that might not be in a great situation. I grew up in Philadelphia, not a great situation. And I can tell you I would have welcomed anything that got me out of the hood. So if it was golf, if it was sports, if it was Boy Scouts, whatever it was, I always try to support these groups. I'll probably throw them a small donation myself. But if you want to check that out, it can't hurt. So for me, Merrill and Mike Philly Special Hazy Double IPA from Conshohocken Brewing, Conshohocken, Pennsylvania. Big thumbs up. Again, not my style, but I dig it. This is the second one I've done today that's kind of like a double IPA, which is usually not what I dig. But when they're well done, they're well done. You got to give credit where credit is due, and this is definitely a solid beer. So big thumbs up. Hopefully you liked the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Were you fortunate enough to try the Merrill and Mike Philly Special? If so, let me know what you think about it, man. This is really cool. Even if you haven't tried it, because this is an Eagles beer, let me know if you have a favorite sports-inspired beer. I know there's tons of them out there. I'm lucky I'm in Ohio now. I get a lot of Cleveland Indians / Guardians beers or Cleveland Browns or different kind of athletic ones. I just did the Kent State one the other day. So I don't know. I'm a fool. I'm a sucker for these. I kind of dig it whenever it kind of touches into two different areas that I'm a fan of. So college sports, professional sports, as well as beer. You got me all day. Hey, jump in the comments down below if you have anything to say. Till next time, cheers.